Welcome back, race fans. I'm Meredith Burris.
And I'm Thomas Boyce.
And this is The Fix. Well, we hope you packed your rain boots this past weekend at Charlotte. Saturday, it was a wet and dreary day, but luckily, sun came up and turned out to be a beautiful day on Sunday.
Thanks for that weather forecast there, Stormy. We were at Charlotte, and where Hendrick comes to town usually and dominates, weren't sure really who was going to win this race. Chase ran good, but Jimmie pulled out the victory. And you're going to really want to order this Race Win diecast. It's got the Chase markings on it. It's even got the yellow numbers that he changed to mid-year that we didn't produce in a diecast. Fans have been asking for that diecast, so here's your chance to order it. Like I said, yellow numbers, Chase markings. It's going to have confetti, all the Race Win markings, and it's a diecast that's locking him into the next round of the Chase. Very great diecast to have.
Yeah, and speaking of new releases, we had some great diecasts come out this week. We had the number 83 Matt DiBenedetto car, his pink breast cancer awareness paint scheme, as well as for all you gamer fans, his NASCAR Heat Evolution diecast. Great looking cars. Also, we had Brad Keselowski's Chase version of the number 2 Miller Lite diecast and Kyle Busch's M&M's Halloween car that he will be running this October at Martinsville. So last but not least, we have John Force's Peak Realtree Chevrolet Camaro Funny car that he won with earlier this season.
And you can order all these great cars and the Race Win diecast from this past weekend at Charlotte Speedway at LionelRacing.com or through your local dealers. I'm here at Charlotte Motor Speedway with President, my man, Phil Blunt, with University of Racing, who makes some awesome cars. And we're going to be talking about some of these great cars. So really, Phil, before we get talking about this great car here, what I really want to do is give you a chance to kind of talk about University of Racing and what made you really start going after the old school drivers and doing these really cool throwback diecasts.
Wow, that's a great question. I guess it began in 2009. I think that's correct. That was the 50th anniversary of the Coke 600, the Coke Run. And we were looking for a neat promotion, because that's a big deal, 50th anniversary. So working with the people here at the track, Marcus, we thought, let's do a Bobby Allison Coke car, because Bobby just dominated this track, and certainly the tie into Coke was a good fit. So we created a car, a promotional car somewhat, for that event. And I'm telling you, it sold out.
Just blew up?
Far exceeded our expectations. There's a neat little story that we were on Speed. Remember the Speed show?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. We were on Speed for about maybe 2 minutes with the guy talking to Bobby, and had the car on a Thursday afternoon at 2:30, which is not prime time.
Right. But
that night, they sold more cars than all of the other current cars, because there was nothing out there. So it just seemed like in our research, more and more, nobody was telling the story. And these cars and the drivers, they've got great stories, wonderful memories of how these cars and these drivers made the sport what it is today. So we just started, and ironically, that's about the same time the Hall of Fame was getting into gear too, the NASCAR Hall of Fame. So the stars just lined up, and it's been a lot of fun. We just introduced our 21st car. Most of the drivers are in the NASCAR Hall of Fame, and getting to know those guys, they're solid of the earth people, they're wonderful people. It's just been a lot of fun and very enjoyable. So,
yeah. Okay, well that's great. I mean, let's talk about this car too, because this is the newest release. This is the Bobby Allison, the new Dodge car for the new tool that you guys just had done.
Right.
Correct me if I'm wrong. This is the second release in the new Dodge.
Third.
This is the third release.
Third.
Okay, Buddy Baker.
And then Isaac.
Bobby Isaac.
Bobby
Isaac. And now this is the newest release. So,
yeah.
Tell us a little about this car and where it really all transpired, and just kind of the background behind it.
And if you don't mind, I'm going to start first a little bit with the driver. I mean, Bobby Allison.
Yeah, absolutely.
NASCAR Hall of Famer. We say he's third in all-time winning, 85 victories. We give it the 85th, the one that NASCAR took away from him. We give it to him.
Yeah.
And what's neat about Bobby too, he was voted 6 times the most popular driver by the fans. when he was running. So great guy, great, one of the greatest drivers ever. So that's a great start. But this car, Bobby had just jumped from Ford, from Home Moody to this car. And this is a Mario Rossi a racing team. Mario Rossi, great name. And when Bobby came, Mario loved the blue and gold. Loved blue and gold. And so this car is unique in several ways. One is, as you said, it's only the third of the Dodges that we've had. Two, it's a Mario Rossi car. This car, the blue and gold, which was just what we thought was really neat, was only run a few times, a very few times, because as you mentioned later, Bobby had a great relationship with Coke, and Coke came on, so Coke wanted the car blue, not blue, but red and gold.
Red, yep.
But he ran it enough where he won in Bristol, and he won 5 more times that year. So, I mean, it's a great story for the results of the car.
So, Phil, back onto this car specifically, can you tell us how involved Bobby Allison was on the intricate details, so you guys got it really accurate and really got the essence of this car from back then?
Yeah, Bobby was involved from day one, and all of our cars. If any of the team members are available, crew chiefs, drivers, we get input from everybody, because again, we want this thing to be exact in every way, authentic in every way possible, in every detail.
All right, so Phil, we've talked about this car. It's really exciting, and we love seeing all these new cars released. So the big question that I think all the fans are really going to have is, what else is coming? Is there any type of inside sneak peek to anything new coming?
Well, if I told you, I'd have to kill you. Yes, the answer is yes. We have another in the series of Dodges,
Okay.
the 69 Dodge Charger, coming out in 3 months.
3 months. Okay.
3 months. And I promise you, it's going to be a design and graphics and a driver and a team owner that'll blow you away. That you'll just really be excited about.
Very good.
I know we are.
All right. Well, so you guys heard that. 3 more months for the next new release of University of Racing's new Dodge.
Hey gang, it's that time again to open up our mailbag to see what questions or comments you have for us this week on The Fix. First question is from Reese0318, and he asked a great question about our trucks, because he saw the last week's episode of The Fix where we had released the new truck molds. If you didn't catch that episode, I highly recommend you go check it out, because they look really, really awesome. We've had so many comments and questions about what are we going to release. So Reese's question is the very exact same thing. He asked, are we going to release an Eric Jones or Bubba Wallace first win? Well, we can't give you a definitive answer on that because we don't really know what we're going to offer, but I can tell you there's going to be some exciting releases coming out with these new truck molds. So stay tuned for more information once we know what we're going to release. The second question comes from TrueXFan78 on YouTube, and he says, I just want to see a prototype of the Charlotte win for Martin Truex Jr. Great news is, got it right here on my desk to kind of show off a little bit, and it looks awesome. Martin Truex Jr., Charlotte win. It's got the banner for the military on the front here. It's got the Support Our Troops tires. Looks fantastic. You haven't ordered this diecast yet? Highly suggest you get it immediately from LionelRacing.com or one of your dealers, because it's awesome. And Doug Goodwin hits us up on Twitter saying, loving, #TheFix. Keep the episodes coming. You know what? Stormy and Meredith and I really love doing these episodes. So be sure to share them, tell your friends so we can keep these episodes coming. We also have a great photo collection share from Kozlowski2Fan. He calls his room the Diecast Vault. You can see, man, he's got diecasts, he's got car sights, neon signs, all kinds of cool stuff. Be sure to send us your photos of your collection and your question using #TheFix on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram.